So for the next segment of the show, we about to get into had a situation. So this situation it's with it's a story time with some woman. Some woman basically, all right, so I think she like a mom of three or something like that. She saw a dude on the internet, basically like wanted my man's, reached out to him, flew out there to my man's, and basically my man spent her. So she basically telling the whole story in regards to that. I find it extremely funny. I mean, it's messed up on her behalf, but I mean, it is what it is. Honestly, I'm not even gonna hold you up. So let's get into that.
I felt like his fight was cat. So yeah, I met him on the internet. I was in Bahamas like the beginning of January for my son. I'm sorry, the beginning of February for my son's birthday or whatever. And he DM'd me on Instagram like, need you. So I'm like, oh, I've been trying to give you me or whatever like that. So he like, whatever. We gonna exchange numbers or what? So I'm like, yeah, cause like he's some fine shit. Like I love dark skinned niggas, and when I say he's some fine shit, bitch, he's some fine shit or whatever like that. So on the internet, like he got 2 watches, big Cardi, 6 cars, supposedly own his house.
See, listen. So just as we getting into this, right? Just listen to the conversation. Listen to actually explaining this story. She's explaining her side, and then she explaining like my man simply hit her with a "need you." I'm not gonna dive into the whole. I'm not gonna dive into it and say like these women are effing crazy. I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. Because at the end of the day, like I say, people like what they like. So I'm not. I ain't gonna just go off into that. But the issue that I have is when you listening to the story, dude came at her on some yo need you, simple ass words in the inbox, and she like I've been trying to give you me. Like then you already ready to get a box up. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's no work ethic. I ain't gotta work for nothing. Like it's just nothing. Now, granted, people gonna smash, people gonna do what they gonna do. But it's like no type of conversation, no, it's that easy, huh? But then y'all wonder why y'all get spent, and then y'all be so upset, but then try to come to the internet and have people to be behind you and basically like I guess validate you or something like that. Yo, make sure y'all like and subscribe. Make sure y'all drop a comment, and we about to finish this. We about to finish this.
And he young as fuck or whatever, like that. Dressed nice, always designer down, like always posting mad money, etc. So like that's my type. I love me a hood, get money, nigga. So he asked for my number or whatever like that. So I gave him my number, and like he texted me. And I'm not gonna lie, like it was little signs that I didn't like. Like if I'm on vacation with my kids, like I remember I posted my drink or whatever, and I didn't text him right back. And he was on my phone like, "Oh, you see me text you or whatever, but you posting." Like that right there was like you only have my number for like 20 minutes. Like chill out. But I let him slide. So we playing.
Yeah, she let him slide because, as she said, get money niggas, and he got 2 watches, cars, and that's why you let him slide because you thought he had a shit ton of money. That's it.
To see each other or whatever like this, like whatever like that on this Saturday. That's it, this Saturday, right?
Hey, by the way, is it just me? Like, is her face caked with makeup, or is this a filter?
And we planned for me to come Valentine's Day weekend or whatever. And he really was on some shit where like he was like, "Oh, come whatever, what day, what time, it don't even matter. Like whenever you could come, just come." So I chose that weekend because I'm free every other weekend for my kids. They go with their dad or whatever like that. So that was my free weekend.
Got a baby mama on her hands.
So I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I thought he was a fake page at first or whatever like that because it just was like too good to be true. So we would only text, and like he'd tell me to FaceTime him, but by the time I FaceTime him or whatever, he not answering. Now he got an excuse or he don't FaceTime back. So bitch, I started thinking like, bitch, I'm gonna get catfish if I go down here. So I told him, I'm like, look, this Wednesday, like the Wednesday before the Friday. So I'm like, FaceTime me before Friday or I'm not coming. So now he got all that energy. He FaceTime me, etc. I got him on the phone before you really couldn't. Like he'd just be texting and shit like that. So he FaceTimed me. He was real, looked the same, looked good as fuck. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready, etc. So
She ready to give up that box. Ha! She ready to throw that thing. Listen, she like, here, let me throw it at you. You gonna catch it?
Friday come and we talk, and I'm like, like, you ready? Like, I'm at the nail salon. I'm like, you ready? Like, I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to meet you, etc. So he like, yeah, or whatever like that. But I feel like his energy was a little off because he was more excited days before. So I'm like, you good, love? Like, you okay? Because I'm like, I feel like your energy is like kind of off. Like, you're not excited as you was. So he's like, oh, I just found out I got to get my daughter or whatever today. Mind you, it's the day I leave. Like, I'm leaving at 10 p.m. at night to land. I think my flight would land like 12:48 a.m. originally. So I'm like, yo, I took our work for this or whatever, and I already checked into the flight. And he's like, well, what's the issue? Nobody didn't tell you not to come. Like, you can still come. I'm good. I'm gonna just get a sitter. If anything, her and the sitter just stay at my house, and we could just get a room. So I'm like, you know what? All right, that's cool. I'm all for that, or whatever the case may be. So I still.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you straight up, that's wild because I gotta get my child, but I'm gonna get a sitter just for you. Like that don't really make sense to me because if I got real motion, sweetheart, I ain't you can come another time. Shit. I got my baby. That's what I'm about to be doing. I'm not about to go get no sitter just for you. Nah, I catch you on the flip side where I slap them cheeks, you know what I'm saying? Another time it ain't like it's oh, let me just do this one time. Like, come on now.
Still go. Like, I get my nails and I run to the mall. I get everything I need. I pack my shit. And I tell him, like, all right, I'm for the land at this time. I go to the airport. Mind you, y'all, I'm rushing because I'm always fucking last minute. I get to the airport. I board the flight or whatever like that. So before I boarded the flight, he
Y'all think she got on Spirit or what?
texted me this hotel, like Cigna or something like that. It's like one of the best hotels in Atlanta. So I tried to book the hotel online, but everything was booked up. So I told him, I'm like, look, everything booked up because it's Valentine's Day weekend. So he like, nah, you got to call. So I called and like everything was booked the fuck up. Like literally it was no hotel. So he like, well, find whatever you can find and just book it. And I'm going to get you from the airport. So I'm like, what's your budget? So he like, what you mean? I'm like, what's your budget? Like, I'll book the room. But when I land, I expect to get my money back or whatever like that. So I'm on the plane, y'all. The plane done took off. So the nigga like, oh, the least you could do is pay for the rooms.
The least you could do is pay for the room, shorty. You gonna pay for your flight to get all the way here. You gonna pay for the room to get here. When you get here, and I'm gonna come bust you down. You gonna slide me up, and then that's gonna be that.
So I'm like, huh? So this when the mishap coming because I get it. Okay, we supposed to stay at your house originally, but then your child came into play. So now we got to go stay somewhere else, which is cool because I think a hotel is better anyway because you don't know me and I don't know you, and it's more safer. I feel like. So he
Babe, we can't even talk about being safe because you don't even know this dude, and you already flew out to my man. So we can't even talk about safety right now. Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, bro, these chicks, I swear to God. That's all I can say. They they make it too easy. I'm not even gonna. They make it too easy. So it's like you talking about it's not safe. Like the fuck, you come into a whole nother city. Like fuck you talking about?
he like, yeah, like you can pay for the room. I'm gonna fund the rest of the trip. Baby, you a whole scammer. You think I'm paying for a motherfucking hotel for you to come fuck on me? So he
Yes.
all like,
The
yo, I
fuck.
feel like you could pay for something. I'm funding the rest of the trip or whatever the case may be. Yo, so we start arguing or whatever like that. So then the plane land and I'm like, you really arguing over a $300-something hotel, but you scamming, you hitting all these licks, all this big money you posting. I mean like $20,000, $30,000. You can't book a $300 hotel. And I just felt like if you brought me to your city, you should make sure I'm good. Like if you came to my city and something happened, I'm going to correct it before you get there. I'm going to figure this shit the fuck out. Because I mean, why wouldn't I? Like it don't make sense. I didn't ask to come there. You wanted to come. Now I agree we wanted to see each other, but still, like, what? So when I landed, the nigga arguing, going all back and forth with shit. So I'm like, listen, cancel your sitter, stay home with your kid. Go ahead and bond. I'm cool. Like I ain't even link you no more, etc. Y'all, this nigga was like, oh, you must be coming to come see another nigga. Nigga, what? I took off from my job,
All right, let's
flight
fast
attendant,
forward,
because yo,
bro.
he stayed. But like other than that, like
I never flew out. This part.
No, it's a Valentine's Day week, or I flew there.
First and first.
All right, so this is my man. This is my man's that's responding back to it. Now we not. It's a part 2. I found it on TikTok. I found it on everything. Let's just get into the video.
Foremost, I'm not a YN. You know what I'm saying? I'm 25 years old. You know, but check this out. I'm not from Atlanta at all. You feel me? I live in Atlanta now. I'm from Iraq. You feel me? But all this, like, okay, well, we gonna start off with the whole he flew me out type thing. You know, I never flew out. So this whole oh yeah, he flew me out and put me on Spirit Airlines. Shit is cap. You know what I'm saying? I never flew out. I never paid for no flight. Airlines. You feel me? None of that. You get what I'm saying? Now, I really don't know how to work it as far as in if I can post the messages when I'm talking type shit. I don't know if I can do that shit on here, but I'm finna try it though. I ain't gonna lie, you really done fucked up. Let me get in the hang of this shit for real. Cause now I got it figured out so I can go ahead and do these little, you get what I'm saying? So look, right? Now, we just gonna piggyback off of the whole, she said some shit like what for it is. Oh yeah, he got mad with me because I was out of town and texting my kids and all that, whatever the fuck that's supposed to be about. Anywho, that shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing at all, you get what I'm saying? Fast forward to these messages, you get what I'm saying? Now look, now check this out. She say I supposed to pay for a hotel or we argued about a hotel or some shit about some shit with some money, you know what I'm saying? That's what really pissed me off. That's what made me even get into this whole you did anyway, you feel me? Now, that's my whole thing. Now, I done made it clear that I was getting my daughter Friday. You know what I'm saying? I let her know at 4 p.m. on Friday, okay, well, I'm getting my daughter and I'm gonna have her for the weekend, or the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Now, your flight don't leave until 11 o'clock, whatever the case may be. Your flight don't leave until 11 o'clock at night. Now, by your flight don't leave at 11 o'clock tonight, meaning okay, well, I ain't really trying to be mean to you, but I'm gonna give you all the signs. What for this? All right, well, I just told you my daughter coming. I done already let you know beforehand. I'm not bringing nobody around my daughter. It ain't none of that type of shit going on, especially no strange. It ain't none of that going on. I got too much respect for myself. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, mama, and my daughter alone. People be having weird intentions and shit towards kids. Whatever. Now, so if I'm letting you know this already on some you feel me? It ain't none of that going on. Then off rip, you you feel me? You should have either not even got your ass on the flight for one, because your flight didn't leave until 11 o'clock later on that night. I told you at 4 o'clock. You try to tell me oh yeah, I already checked in my flight. Checking in your flight don't mean nothing at all. You know why? Because you still can cancel or whatever. It don't matter. I don't you know what I'm saying? I know for a fact you can cancel your flight, reservation, whatever, get a refund, whatever. So I let her know you feel me? It's a possible chance that I can get a, you know what I'm saying? It's a possibility that I can get a babysitter. But that one never 100%, you feel me? Regardless of me getting a babysitter or not, right? I never, ever was staying at no hotel for one.
He got his baby.
You a stranger, you get what I'm saying? I was not doing no shit like that. You a stranger. I don't even know you for real. And you too thirsty. You throwing me off for real.
Hey, and I can tell you as a man, bro, it's okay. So if dog is really posting the money and the cars and all like that, you got to, and especially he say he from Chirac, Chicago. So it's when you kind of grow up in the hood, you already got a certain way of thinking. And it's if I'm meeting you for the first time, I don't know you, yeah, clap cheeks, yeah. But you might be trying to set a mofo up. Not granted, anybody can say, well, why the hell would you go and all like that? Listen, some people gonna do certain stuff. They gonna risk certain things to get some cheeks. That's just what it is. But as far as if he got his kid, his daughter with a sitter, a dude that's really about his business when it comes to his children, they ain't about to leave their kid at no damn sitter to spend the night. No, I'm gonna come, clap cheeks, holler at you for a second. I'm gonna dip back off if that. Just keeping it a buck, for real.
You too thirsty, you know what I'm saying? Now, cool. Now, in the mix of all that, right? Okay, she get her. Now, she get her. She doing the plane oh yeah, she had to get her a room and shit like that, whatever the case may be. Because of the simple fact, I get to ask her shit okay, well, what you finna do as far as in hotel-wise, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna help you look for a hotel, GT, you know what I'm saying? But you should be already under the impression, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you not to come for real, because of the simple fact, I'll let you know I got my daughter. If a nigga telling you okay, well, he got his daughter And you can't, he not bringing you around his daughter. Me, my daughter, this, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be here with me. So she gonna be here with me, then that means you can't be here at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't none of that going on. Cool. Long story short, whatever the case may be, she ended up paying for her own flight. You feel me? She ended up paying for her own hotel or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? She was mad or whatever the case may be. But my thing is, look, right now, she never not once said like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pay for the hotel, but when I land, give me the money. What? The first thing I told her was, find something that you can afford. You feel me? Like, find something you can afford. Whatever in your budget. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this shit ain't about no $300 or no hotel or nothing like that. We never argued about no hotel because I made it clear, like clear as day. Like, okay, well, I'm not sleeping in no hotel. Why in the fuck would I sleep in a hotel? I mean, I got a house. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just worried about your well-being. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's already damn near 1 o'clock in the morning when you land. You got to have somewhere to sleep at. I don't want you to sleep in the airport or no shit like that. You feel me? Cool. Now, she get all that shit done or whatever the case may be. She act like she got an attitude out of this world. She really was on some like selfish shit, like on some like, she thought I was going to put her before my daughter type shit. Like, oh yeah, well, we had plans and what the fuck ever. Like, I don't give a fuck who you is. Don't nobody come before my daughter. You feel me? Now, mind you, like, okay, so that was that whole Friday. Now look, I still text her on Saturday just to make sure like she was good, she was safe. Because at the end of the day, you're not from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You're not from Atlanta at all. I'm not from Atlanta at all. But like, it was just cold that night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh yeah, are you okay? You know, on some like checking up on her type shit. You feel me? See, oh yeah, I had found a room. You know, nothing like everything was regular for real, for real. Now, the shit really went left for real that Saturday when it came to the point where it is. She got to text me all like extra thirsty ass shit. Like, you got breath mints and like numbing spray. You know what I'm saying? That shit new to me. You know what I'm saying? All right, okay. All right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Brush that off. And then you got to ask me shit like, oh yeah, have I ever gave my ass ate? My behind ate? I don't know if TikTok gonna like.
Whoa, what? Bro, that's wild. If Shorty really asked my man's that if he ever got his butt ate, like what? Listen, the story that on how she tried to portray it and tell it is completely different. Cause look, my man's even got the message. My man's got the messages right here that's saying everything. Like, you clearly see, like, Shorty was talking all that shit at first time about some, you know, oh, I really wanted to meet, but I guess we not. And then she like, no, better yet, I do want to meet. Yeah, she definitely seemed thirsty as hell.
Blood, like, blurred out or some shit because of that. Hold on, what the fuck? This lady's throwing me off now.
Bro,
you
what?
You throwing me off. You throwing me all the way off. You get what I'm saying? So now I'm just like, nah, hell no. She won't be seeing me at all. You get what I'm saying? I'm not finna link up with you. I'm not finna have sex with you. It ain't none of that going on. Like, you know, I'm cool on it. I'm straight on it. Now, mind y'all, it would never ever be a storyline. It wouldn't be a story time. It wouldn't be none of that. You know why? If I pulled up to see her at that hotel, had I had sex with her, any of that shit, you get what I'm saying? If any of that shit would have went her way as far as in like sexual intercourse, she would have never made a story time. You get what I'm saying? Now, mind you, like, she was scamming me on some like, hold on, what the fuck? Don't be saying no shit like that to be like, you know, you scam me for real on some shit. Like, you know, like, hold on. You been a little bit too thirsty, you feel me? Now, my whole thing is, on top of you being a little bit too thirsty, right? I mean, on top of her being a little too thirsty, right? I'm just like, all right, okay, whatever. You feel me? Like, now mind y'all, rewind. We was texting this shit for like, probably like a week and a half. I want to say we probably was texting for like a week and a half for real. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I ain't never been on the phone at all. Like, never been on the phone. No, we get on FaceTime for the first time. You feel me? It was like a 3-minute call or some shit like that. But when I first get on the phone, I got my face in the camera. She got her face in the camera. But she got on like these clear glasses. Now, when I say stop playing, put your face in the camera, you know, I don't know if that like rubbed to the wrong way, but I'm just in my head like, this not the same person that I was just looking at on Instagram. You feel me? So now, like, I'm not saying she ugly. I'm not taking that from her at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like she not the, like what she looked at like on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So it caught me off guard type shit.
Filters.
So now I'm really just trying to like rush her off the phone for real. But like, I'm giving her a cold shoulder to the point where it is like, damn.
Basically, in a nutshell, dog ain't want to rock with her. That's basically what he's saying, dog. Like, let's just Keep it a buck. We can finish that right now. That's basically what he's saying. She basically came and created a whole story and everything, thinking that everybody was gonna side with her, but it clearly didn't work at all. Like seriously, and which is ridiculous. Hey, so we got one more. We got one more before we end the night. I know y'all been sitting here rocking with me. I appreciate y'all. I'm definitely, you know what I'm saying, trying to put on the best show for y'all. So we got this last one. Make sure y'all like for the algorithm. Make sure y'all share for your peoples. And make sure if it's past your first time being here, make sure you subscribe. Cause we gonna keep it rocking.
So y'all, please help me understand this. My lights got turned off. So I called my baby's father and asked him if he could get my lights turned on for me. He said no because I have a husband and that's his responsibility. How is that his responsibility to pay my lights to get turned back on after they get turned off? That you have kids that stay here. You don't care about your kids. I understand that I have a husband. Granted, don't beat me up over it. But we fell on hard times.
First off, I ain't gonna lie, man. Off rip, she disgusts me. Because like just literally like first off, that's disrespectful to your husband for one, because you going to your baby daddy asking him for money. Two, that clearly shows the type of dude that your baby daddy is, because he's not out here going to go get it and hustle. And then three, is he okay with you even asking another man for their resources? You might as well be giving a box up to your baby daddy still, if you want to keep it a buck. And then you trying to use your kids as leverage to, oh, you don't care about your kids and having lights. It's like, well, you got a whole nother man over there. Why he not doing what he's supposed to do? I understand falling on hard times, but it's like, okay, give your kids to the children's father, give them over, and then y'all suffer by yourselves.
So as my baby's father, I feel like you're supposed to pick up the slack. So you rather for
Ugh.
your kids be in the dark than to help your baby mother get her lights turned back on? What if I didn't have a husband? Would you have helped me then? These men is crazy.
You would have been over there on them knees getting that light bill money. That's what you would have been doing.
Sir, help me get my lights turned on. Don't worry about my husband. He's doing what he's supposed to do as a man. As my baby daddy, you should be helping me.
What? The level of entitlement, bro? What are you talking about, dog? What the hell is wrong with these women? He should just help you simply because what? Because y'all got kids together? I mean, granted, he's supposed to be contributing when it comes to his children. But bro, you got a whole man over there. What are we talking about? Why do you want another man to, and he's not a boyfriend, you said your husband. Why would your husband even be okay with another man paying for bills in his house? That clearly mean that your man ain't shit. I ain't gonna hold you up. That's exactly what that means. Your man is not him. Your man is the lame. You might as well still be giving that box over to your baby daddy. That's what you should be doing. Matter of fact, go over there, tell your baby daddy, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, put these knee pads on, you know what I'm saying, work so you can give me the money for that light bill. And then when you go home with a little bit of stuff on the side of your face, tell your husband, don't worry about it. You went and got the money for the light bill because you had to pay a reconnection fee. You had to pay a deposit to get it turned back on. You had to do all of that to get them lights back on. And remember, be like, I did it for my babies, so don't worry about it. You doing what you supposed to do as a man. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a woman, and I went and got the money because clearly that's what's going on over there. You effing crazy. Talking about some don't worry about my husband. How the hell you gonna tell another man not to worry about your husband, but you want that man money and resources inside of your house with your husband? What are you talking about, dog? Like, these people really be like effing retarded. I'm gonna be 100, like for real. Talking about some don't worry about him, and then gonna say some these men crazy. No, you effing crazy. Make sure y'all like, subscribe for the channel. Make sure you share and make sure you comment. And we'll catch y'all next Friday. Remember, every Friday we here at 10 p.m. If you want to drop a comment, hey, and if you want to send anything in that you want me to review, definitely send it in. I'll definitely review it, and then we can keep the commentary rocking. So until next time, I'll catch y'all next Friday, 10 p.m. Peace.